Hey folks, snuck one in on you. Well, y'all saw me flying the 70mm F-22, so you know it was just a matter of time before I got the new release, just 80mm F-22 from FREEWING. So here it is, and this is the Maiden. Let's get her in the sky and have some fun. After flight, we'll go over all the specs and the wonderful features of this incredible plane. This is the Maiden flight, so just gonna be getting trim, kind of a boring flight actually, but we're just gonna be getting trim, make sure she's flying good. It's the first time in the air. When I do a Maiden, it's a true Maiden. I've never had the plane in the air before. That way I get the first time experience, and so do you.
Motor is hot, don't get burned. Okay,
now, it's a blue sky, plain blue sky. So for that reason, we might lose the film, have to make several shots. So there may be skips in the plane, skips in the video. That's where I'll lose. My wife has some vision issues, so therefore sometimes we have a problem with the vision, especially on a blue clear blue sky. Okay, get timer set for 3.5 minutes. Right, left, up, down. All right. Flying in my high rates. Like I say, we'll talk about rates and all that after the flight. Whew, nervous. Taking off. Maybe. Hold on. No, we're not. Hold on. Start over. Do have a KM model afterburner inside there. All right, you know what?
Starting the fun over.
I'm going to reduce the throws real quick on my rudder. Okay, here we go.
Gear coming down. Gear going up. Time remaining 3 minutes.
She definitely needs some up trim, up elevator. Touch more up elevator, not much.
I find the best dogs I've had free.
All right, like I said, I'm just feeling her out. All right, I'll do a stall test now. And she just slumps forward. Good flying F-22. Got that FREEWING guard gyro in her.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Gear coming down.
That's what they called it.
All right.
Landing flaps.
Establishing my glide slope.
Time remaining 1 minute.
All right. Now I know how she's going to fly. Or how she's going to land, actually. Hold on.
Flaps are up. 30 seconds. Landing flaps. 20 seconds.
Okay.
Flaps are up.
Definitely not the best landing, but the next flight will probably land without flaps. I just had to see how she's going to react.
Timer expired.
I'm also dealing with a cross breeze as usual. Not the best Maiden, but not bad. We'll definitely take it.
Braking. Cruise mode.
She got reverse thrust. All right.
Motor is secured.
15 seconds over on battery. Let's take it back to the bench. We'll talk about it. All right, folks. I want y'all to understand when I do a Maiden and I present these planes for the first time, when I say it's a Maiden, that's the first time I have ever put this plane in the air. I don't practice fly 9 times before I make the first video. So 9 times out of 10, my Maiden is going to be not going to be great because I'm mainly just seeing how she reacts, try to see how she stalls, and do practice landings. And that's all I did with the Maiden right off the bat. But so far, a lot of promise. She did need some up trim, naturally. About, if you take your elevators and you make them, the very bottom of them, just even with the bottom of the fuse underneath, where they're up about maybe 3 millimeters in the back, that'll get you perfect balance. All right. CG is, I don't know the numbers, but you don't have to know the numbers because it's actually on the wings. And a 5000 is perfect. 5000 6S. You feel right there. Put CG in. You feel the marks, and she CGs perfectly right there. All right. Top loader. I've got my 5000 dead center of that strap. Okay. You see it? And inside the plane, for my receiver, I have just a plain telemetry receiver. It's an 8-channel. Let me look at it real quick. Sorry. It's an AR8020. It's just an 8-channel telemetry receiver. Okay. And that's all I need. It doesn't have AS3X everything or any kind of gyro because installed in the plane, it's hidden underneath them wires, is the FREEWING guard gyro system. Now, it only offers, from when you get this plane, it only offers wind mitigation and gyro off. So you'll have to have an 8-channel receiver because you also have reverse thrust. You have your normal 6 channels, but then you need to be able to turn the gyro off, and then you need to or control the gyro, and you need reverse thrust. So you're going to need at least an 8-channel receiver, and I've used all 8 channels. Now, the only mods I've done to this plane is I've given her a KM model afterburner. Thank you, KM Models. And I have given her a clear coat. Other than that, she is all completely stock. And I had 42% left on the battery. After 15 seconds over on a 3.5 minute timer, so 4 minutes is fine. Even with mixed flying, 4 minutes. If you're going to be hitting it hard and really high speed most of the time, 3.5 minutes. So, but she's very efficient. I mean, the whole body of an F-22 is a lifting body. Okay, let me show you a little bit about this plane. I don't have the battery in there all that way. Number one, look at the gear.
Gear going up.
Got the gear light, got the doors back there. All right, now this is what you really need to pay attention to, is how long it takes them to come down.
Gear coming down.
Doors open. So what's that, about 7 seconds, 7 or 8 seconds? Now, neat quick release on the wings. You hit these 2 buttons here, and you'll know your wing is locked. Number one, you can grab your wing, and if, okay. But if you look at these buttons on either side, if you push that button and you see white, don't fly. White means no fly. You've got to press that in, make sure it's seated and it clicks into place. If you just see gray, you're good to go. White, don't fly. That means your wing's not locked and it'll come off and you'll have a very, very bad day. 80mm fan, their new generation of fans. Plastic everywhere. Plastic cladding here, here, along here. The note, okay, plastic cladding all along here, all along here, along here. This is all plastic. Plastic tips out there on the end of the wings except for wing strikes. Underneath there's plastic, big thing, plastic all around these inlets. On EDFs, that's a big place that they often get wear and tear. And FMS, pay attention to that. They got all plastic there, so that is awesome. The only thing you have to glue on these two little, look like shark teeth antennas there. That's the only thing you have to glue on. All the decals are already applied. Let's talk about the rates and what I flew in. Okay, try not to. All right. Let me get a setting on there. Okay. The rates that I just flew in were my high rates. I had to dial down my rudder. And the rudder, they even say in the manual, the high rate, or I want to say, is 60 or 80, and then 60 for low. So I split the difference, and I just flew the rudder at 70% with 50% expo. For the aileron, 100% with 30% expo. Elevator, 100%, 30% expo, and we just talked about the rudder. And I just realized on my ailerons, I didn't put any expo in. So that may be why she was so twitchy. Okay, now I got the expo, 30% expo. Flap settings. I really only used, for takeoff flaps, I don't think I even used takeoff flaps. No mix. For landing flaps, however, up flaps, flaps are up, negative 100%. Takeoff flaps, negative 20. Landing, positive 60. Now, I'm using a flight mode, okay, to figure out my flaps. That way I figured out in one shot. And for the flap system, I have to go to my monitor. When I put in flaps, okay, the elevator, there's a negative at the bottom.
Takeoff flaps, landing flaps.
And the negative is a negative 10. Okay, that means that it's up elevator, just a negative 10 up elevator. So 10 clicks of up elevator trim when I do landing flaps. And I was flying around, I put flaps in, and when I gave that 10 negative clicks of up elevator, she seemed to even out for me. Alrighty. Great flying plane, very impressed. I just need first flight, so I've got to figure her out. Did I give you a battery report? Yes, I did. Yeah, 40 some odd percent. Okay, well folks, there you go. That is, put that back on there. Top loader there. Yep. Come on, don't fight with me. That is the FREEWING, all brand new, just released just back a week ago. The F-22, it's got a, oh yeah, the light package is, of course you can't really see it with a bright sunny day. It's got a heads-up display that's bright green, green nav and red nav appropriately placed on top and bottom of the wing. And of course I have the KM model afterburner. I got it unplugged right now. Great flying plane. I can't wait for the light to go down a little bit and show off some of these lights. This is Fat Guy Flies RC saying God is good, and this is the F-22. Very happy, very pleased. I just got to get some more flying in to get her all trimmed out, but she's pretty good. Pretty good. Need a little bit up trim right off the bat, but we're doing good. All right, folks, thank you for watching. God bless y'all. God is good, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and F-22 80mm from FREEWING. All right, folks, this is going to be the second flight, added content to the Maiden, bonus flight for the Maiden video. And the second time having the bird in the air.
Motor is hot. Don't get burned.
My audio call out for the motor's on is motor is hot, don't get burned. KM model afterburner in there. 80 millimeter, the all new 80 millimeter F-22 by FREEWING. All right.
Starting the fun over. Take off flaps. Gear going up. Flaps are up.
Man, she is so locked in. Can see them lights?
Time remaining 3 minutes.
I'll take it up. Flip it.
Gear coming down.
Sweet flying F-22. Make sure my gear is down. And it is.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Whoa, hit that dirt. I think we're okay. I don't think I damaged anything. Let me make sure real quick.
Braking. Cruise mode.
All right. Make sure I didn't damage anything when I hit that dirt pile. We'll continue on.
Gear going up. Gear coming down.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Just picked up some debris, blew it out. Still got a minute and a half. Now I have to put in some more expo in that steering because she's still all over the place. No steering. Now I don't have spectrum system as far as gyro goes. I'm using the guard gyro, so I don't have a steering gyro per se. All right.
Gear going up. Time remaining 1 minute.
Make one pass here. I'll bring the gear down as I come by. Gear going down.
Coming down.
Nose gear comes down last.
30 seconds. Twenty seconds.
Whoa. Whoa, that was almost bad. I hate landing from this direction.
Timer expired.
Yeah, I'm on borrowed time now.
Landing flaps. Flaps are up.
Yep. Gonna definitely have to work on landings. I had that first landing good. I didn't want to horse her around. But second time I've ever flown her. And look at all the debris I picked up.
Braking. 1 minute.
Definitely got to work on my landings.
Motor is secured.
All right,
To approach.
1 minute and 6 seconds over on a
Starting the funnel.
3.5 minutes, so 4 minutes and 36 seconds. I know I really pushed it. I hope that battery's okay. Oh, pause. But like I said, folks, when I present these planes, that was the second flight. Second time I've ever had this plane in the air. I don't practice flying 7 or 8 times before I make the first video. And I know there's some YouTubers who do that, and reviewers who do that, and get flying beautiful, but they're trying to sell the product. Me, I'm reviewing it. 31%, so even at 4.5 minutes, we're fine. But plug that back in. Okay. So, but when I'm reviewing the plane, I want you to have the same experience. Watch me, what I'm doing, when I'm developing my skill with it. But that's a good flying plane. Got the head-up display, green nav, green, red nav, same lights on the bottom, good strong gear. All right, there you go. That's the second flight. We're going to add that to the maiden flight. This will be the bonus footage or blooper reel. All right, God is good. See y'all later.